His results are inconsistent, and with that, his mindset shifts are crucial to break free from the cycle of inconsistent trading. We need to understand the ups and downs that are happening in the market. Trading is like a roller coaster. There are highs, there are low. And when you get that, you won't feel as bummed out when things don't go your way because every experience in the market is a learning experience. Let me introduce you to Hit or Miss Harry. Harry is basically a trader whose ups and downs mirror the face of the market. He is a guy who's super smart, knows a ton about trading, and he has one big goal. He wants to be a top notch trader, the kind everybody looks up to. He's got brains for it. He keeps up with what's happening in the market, figuring out all those complicated trends. Now, with all the knowledge and drive, you'd think Harry would be smashing it, right? Winning big all the time. But unfortunately, that's not Harry's story. Here's the twist. His trading results are all over the place. One week, he's the king, making great trades left and right. And then the next week, he's a completely different person, making choices that don't pan out so well. It's like a trading roller coaster. This inconsistency is huge headache. It's tough feeling like you have an edge, but your edge isn't working for you. Hit and miss Harry. His results are inconsistent. And with that, his mindset shifts are crucial to break free from the cycle of inconsistent trading. So, I want to cover some aspects of mindset that'll hopefully help going forward because to get out of this inconsistency, it's a matter of both structure and it's a matter of mindset. And so, first of all, mindset and emotional resilient point. We have to become resilient. And I've been listening to an audio book by Mark Minervini about the mindset of winning. And if you haven't read that or listened to it, I encourage you to go take a look at that. I'll put a link down in the description to show you how to get it. I am an Amazon affiliate, so you know it won't cost you any more. But I'd really appreciate you use my link, but he talks about this aspect of resilience. And resilience is what basically keeps us going to be successful and it keeps us from giving up. So, one of the things we need to do is we need to understand the ups and downs that happen in the market. Trading is like a roller coaster. There are highs, there are low. And when you get that, you won't feel as bummed out when things don't go your way. One of the things that Mark suggests is whenever anything goes against you or goes the wrong way, rather than getting all pissed off, excuse me, but getting all frustrated, angry, hurt, ask yourself, what can I learn from that? Because every experience in the market is a learning experience. And then the other thing he said to reinforce your wins. Reinforce your wins by doing what? Celebrating them. And so elevate your emotions to celebrations on your wins. Don't emote on your losses or when you make a mistake, but by asking the question, what can I learn from that? How can I get better? And rather than, oh, it's my fault. I'm such a dumbass and all that kind of stuff. Now, stay away from that. So learn from every trade. As we said, that's number two. Knowing your feelings. I know my buddy Mike Lamont talks about talk to your feelings. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but he says he talks to his emotions. So be in tune with what sets off your emotions. Know what your triggers are when you're trading. Finally, keeping your cool. Find ways to chill. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's not turning on your computer until the last hour of the day. Think about that. That's 6+ hours of non frustration and also non emotions that could trigger some impulsive trading. Number five is set smart goals. Have clear goals that can actually be reached. I encourage you not to necessarily set a goal about I want to make X amount of money. A much better goal is I want to master my system, and here's the steps I'm going to take to master. I have a goal to do 5 simulated trades this week to learn what my trading setups look like and really get that ingrained. That's where you make just some really great progress. And then Recognize, Mark Douglas talks about this a lot. Dealing with uncertainty, recognize that the market is going to do what the market's going to do. We control two things. We control where we enter, we control where we exit. We should also always look at entering a position knowing exactly where we're going to exit. One of the things that I always find interesting when people just throw it up against the wall to see if it sticks on a particular trade, they go, well, I don't care if it loses money because I'm in it for the long term. I'm in the long haul. It's a long-term trade. And I don't get that. I don't understand. Why should I take a ride of a negative 25 or more percent to the downside just to find out if I'm right? To me, that's foolish and losing money that doesn't have to be lost. And I think it sets up some really poor habits because if you take the trade and the high probability of the trade is it's going to lose money immediately, then aren't you learning to be a loser? And that's not what we want to be. So, with that, I hope that helps. I know it helped me just getting it off my chest. If you want to unlock the secrets to the winning autopilot trading system, you'll find them in Trade Your Way to Freedom. Retire sooner with more money and less fear. I'll put a link down in the description. The great news is the audio book is finally back from the editors and will be up on the website next week. And there'll be a link in case you want to get the audio version. I will put that down in the description. Hey, if you found today's insights valuable, consider exploring further by checking out Market Tech Talks for more solid trading tips and ancient trader wisdom.